Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra November 28, 2022. Seeking hidden answers and motivations is enriching today. With supportive energy in your houses of soul today, you're well positioned to synthesize recent experiences into something meaningful. With Jupiter now direct, you're enjoying a feeling of more hopefulness, faith, and confidence in your life direction, long-term goals, reputation, career prospects, and outlook. You may have recently questioned whether your efforts have had much impact, but you now feel stronger and ready to take on a challenge and bring more confidence to your work. Or, you feel more capable of handling your responsibilities and taking the lead. If a business venture or life path seems to have blocked in recent months, you are now turning a corner. Mars remains retrograde in your sign, and it remains vital to slow down. Still, faith gradually builds. There's even more of a spotlight heading in the direction of your significant relationships. Your planetary ruler, mental Mercury, has turned a corner and jettisoned directly across the sky from you into your solar 7th house of partnerships. This will make it easier for you to negotiate where you stand, make long-term plans, or even work as a team to find an agreement that benefits both of you. This is an auspicious moment to be enthusiastic, buoyant, and inspiring to one another. Expect plenty of opportunities to see eye to eye as you plan for the future. What will make you feel empowered? You may find that you are reconsidering what you are willing to risk or invest in while the moon moves through Capricorn. Although you may hope to feel more situated or stable, you may need to come to terms with any uncertainty that may linger in the back of your mind since the moon trines Uranus retrograde in Taurus. This lunation may tug on both your hidden hopes and fears for your financial and professional matters. Try not to get caught up in a mental whirlwind. While the moon is making an ordinary monthly visit to your financial sector and with it a chance to check in, as the last before the Sun, Mercury, and Venus return, it is more important than ever to pay attention. As the moon moves through, it is fueling your financial instincts and imagination, but at the same time your subconscious is downloading more information than you can process at time, making it important to trust your gut without overthinking things. Today's astral energy gives you a chance to see your deepest ideals and values. This kind of insight is especially valuable to someone who is all too ready to help others realize their dreams. You will certainly benefit from some quiet time investigating what really matters to you. Don't hesitate to browse through your favorite online bookstore and see what catches your eye. Likewise, roam the aisles of your favorite health food store, if possible, and see what you naturally gravitate to, then use it in a meal tonight. If you haven't explored the possibilities when it comes to making money from your creative talents, today is a good day to check things out. The vibration of this day can have your entrepreneurial side going in full swing. Consider researching the local outlets in your community that sell the things you create, if possible. Many flea and farmers markets feature handcrafted items, and there are an infinite number of seasonal sales in which you could become involved. There's also the possibility of selling your wares through the internet. Explore your options today and see what you can do. With the Sun in his first weekend in your relationship sector, the focus was always going to be on your relationships today, but there is also something special happening. Just as an alignment between Venus and Mercury here is separating, they have both moved into a friendly aspect to Chiron, bringing the planets of love, communication, and healing together. This comes just as Mercury moves into his final 10 days in your relationship sector, with the planet of communication leading the way forward at a time when there is an opportunity for healing. The Sun only returned to your relationship sector 5 days ago, but as he spends his first weekend here and with the solar spotlight having just shifted onto your relationships, already a lot of water has passed under the bridge. As the Sun holds the solar spotlight on your relationships, there is a coming together of Venus, Mercury, and Chiron, the planets of love, communication, and healing that is creating something special. Our eyes in the sky. Today brings an element of swiftness and response. The day starts intense, with a ton of energy swirling around. Remember that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. You planted the seeds a while back, so go ahead and jump into your destiny. You're optimistic, willing to take risks. Self-reliance and the charm you possess gives you great confidence. If you suffer the indignity of being turned down by a potential date, this has little effect on the way you feel. There are people out there who appreciate what you offer and willing to share their love with you. You're a soldier. Ask yourself exactly who and what you're willing to fight for. That is exactly where you need to focus your time and attention. It might even require you to cut unwanted things and people from your life. You'll feel encouraged to stick to your commitments and rebel against the system. It's going to require you to stand up for yourself in many areas of your life. Today is not a good day for financial adventures. You are being somewhat sluggish and aren't at all creative. Refrain from starting ambitious projects. You don't have the necessary willpower to conclude them successfully. Wait for better times, because if you try to force things through now, they will backfire. You've done what you needed to do, and you've accomplished a lot in a short amount of time. Be proud of yourself. This evening, let yourself chillax with some wonderful food, conversation, and company. In the morning, the Capricorn moon squares off with Chiron in Aries, provoking insecurity. Conflicts emerge. Our ability to care for ourselves or others is called into question. We may be willing to rise to the occasion and assume the management process, but fears of inadequacy give us pause. In our past, we were belittled for taking a strong, assertive approach. We had to learn how to temper our emotions to get what we need, but employing more reserved tactics may not serve us well at this moment. For now, we must face this challenge without the promise of a win, which can be anxiety-inducing. Your energy and drive have no bounds. If you had it your way, you would do everything and at the same time. Even though your interests are varied, you should concentrate on what's relevant. Involve your friends and relations in particular. You will spend wonderful moments together and have great memories of them. It's essential to ask yourself if your actions are always necessary. Often you feel as if you have to prove yourself to your colleagues and without reason may use questionable means to achieve this by opposing suggestions they make. Try to remain helpful and cooperative. Projects work out much better. Mid-afternoon, the moon trines Uranus in Taurus, allowing us to loosen up and go with the flow. Sudden shakeups to work, routines, or resources prompt us to approach our problems in new ways. Disruptions such as these would ordinarily bother us, but they now offer a chance to stop thinking so much about ourselves and focus on the task at hand. The known is what is presently causing us grief, this idea that we are incapable of overcoming our personal failings. The unknown, however, is full of possibility. Switching up our agendas and breaking from bad habits is liberating and frees us from self-consciousness. We will likely be met with serendipity in the later part of the day. Chance meetings, surprising turn of events, or unexpected opportunities are only a few of fate's possible manifestations.